Good morning, welcome to the saw shop. What I want to do is come to you today. I've always been a Husky guy, and so I know I watch a lot of videos, watch a lot of YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that, and everybody that has one of these loves these Stihl 261Cs. So I was like, well, I don't have one, but I could have one, so I went out and I bought one. I found a good, clean, used one, 23 model. My plans is to ultimately do a full port job on it, but I wanted to run it in comparison. I want to do my own comparison because I know, like, you can alter all kind of videos based off of what you're running on this saw and everything. So I wanted to bring them in. I want to do a comparison on how you would actually buy this saw from the store. The only thing that these are all stock chainsaws. The only thing that's been done to them is my two Huskies already had muffler mods on them. So I went ahead and we ported out the muffler on this 261 as well to make it a fair comparison. So these are all stock chainsaws. No cylinder work or anything's been done on them. Everyone's had the mufflers modified on them. And so what we have is we have the 261C from Stihl. We have a Husqvarna 545 Mark II and a Husqvarna 550 XP Mark II. They're all 50cc chainsaws. How they're equipped is, like I said, I wanted to do them just how you would go buy them. So if I went and bought a Stihl 261C, it's gonna come with an 18-inch bar. So that's what we're gonna run today. We're gonna run it with an 18-inch bar. It's got a Stihl RM chain on it. So it's a semi-chisel chain, which is what would come on it. And we're gonna be running it against the Husqvarna 545. It has a 20-inch bar on it, which is how it would come. It has the Husky 33G chain on it, which is a semi-chisel chain. And also the 550 XP has a 20-inch bar on it as well. And it also has the same RM chain on it. I mean, the 33G chain on it from Husky. So they're all semi-chisel chains. Two Huskies running 20-inch bar because that's how you'd buy them. The Stihl's running 18-inch bar because that's how you'd buy it. All other things being the same, they're all 050 bars. So this should be a good comparison. The reason I want to do this is because, yeah, you can buy a saw chain, you can go buy a new bar, you can buy new chains, all this kind of stuff. But I wanted to, for the average person wanting to go out and buy a saw, this is what they're going to buy. This setup's what they'll buy, with the exception of I ported mufflers. So I mean, but it's all still going to be fair because all these mufflers have been ported. So I wanted to just do a good run to have a good comparison of what we're going to have. I've already run a test cut with every one of these saws on this right here to ensure that they're warmed up. So all these saws are warm, and so we're ready to go. So the first one I'm going to run the Stihl 261C 23 model M-Tronic 3.0. So that's what that is. 261C. Here's the muffler mod. So if anybody's wondering, we piped her out the front. All right. Next one we're going to run is the 545. .545 Mark II. And that's the muffler mod we did on it, pipe out the front. All right. Next one we're gonna run is the 550 XP. Muffler mod out the front. All right, so my first take, I felt like hands down the 550 is stronger saw than those other two. I could feel it in the wood, I could feel it in the pool, and when I dogged it in, it didn't want to, it had more torque, didn't want to stumble or bog like the other two did. My personal opinion, I feel like the 261 and the 545 are very close. They're very equivalent kind of saws in the torque. 261 has a little more RPM, but I felt like when I dogged it in, it felt more like the 545 when I dogged it in. With that being said, all three of these saws are really nice chainsaws. And would I recommend buying any of these saws? Yeah, I'd recommend buying any of these saws. You know, for the money, you know, if you're asking my preference for the money, you know, that 550 and that 261, 261 is probably the most expensive of these three I just ran, but not much. It's probably, I don't know, $30 or $40 more maybe than that 550. And it's probably $100 more than that 545. But for the money and the performance, my personal preference, even though, I mean, yes, I'm a Husky guy, but performance is everything. 550 is the better saw out of those three. Stronger, faster. It's maybe a hair heavier. But I mean, cutting on it, I couldn't really tell. Now, if I had to tote it all day long, maybe the 261 is the route I would go, because it is a really nice chainsaw as well. But anyway, that's the comparison of the three. Now it's off to after this, I'm gonna wind up, I'm not messing with those Huskies, because those are my firewood saws and they run really good like they are. And the 5 Series Huskies are almost seem like they're a little bit almost borderline ported. If you've ever checked the port numbers on, they're borderline ported from the factory. So I probably will I'm just gonna leave them, but the 261 is headed for a port job. And I'll bring a video back later. I'm just curious how it'll wind up after it's ported. But yeah, but anyway, that's the comparison. That's as fair as I could get it with how you would go buy it out of the store. Could I made the 261 faster with a Stihl RS chain? Yeah. Could I made the Huskies faster with a full chisel chain? Yeah. You know, could I put 18-inch bar on a Husky? Would it even been faster than the 18-inch bar on a Stihl? Yeah. But I wanted to do it. This is how you would buy them. And so, but with that being said, I have nothing negative to say about any of these saws. I like them all. But there you go, food for thought. All right, have a good one.